How you doing, folks? It's Joe Value here for Cold Bear Sports on Monday evening with two selections for tomorrow. I'm gonna stick with Pale Blue Dosh, who was a selection I gave on for Navan on Saturday, but that meeting has been put back for tomorrow because of all the rain, obviously. And I also have a forecast selection as well. Suggestion even that might click. You wouldn't know, and it'll play quite well if it comes up. So just touching on the Patreon service, I had a selection there today. Reverberation finished second in a big enough field there at Dundalk. Bit of a sickener because I wasn't expecting Sunset Nova to beat us anyway, as the horse that was running a 60th race tonight. First time ever run over a mile, and it comes and changes. It was a bit of a sickener. Bet the rest of them well, all right. Yesterday I had a little tickle at a horse called Lockdown Luke on the service as well. I thought it was a sneaky good run, and a horse that I definitely won't be giving up on. It wasn't really put into the race, I would have said, and definitely, possibly I'd say on a bit better ground, you'll see a much better performance. But yesterday also had a nice 8-1 winner there with the player Queen winning the first race at Musselburgh. So all in all, obviously things going really well. The 3:20 tomorrow in Market Rasen is a race that interests me. Now, Market Rasen has to survive an inspection. They're getting fierce rain. So in the hope that it does, I'm going to have a little play on the forecast. Rodetsky March, who was one of the horses from the four-timer last Friday, that runs in this race and it'll probably win. But looking for something that might finish second, I'm going to pick the bottom weight. The long way round, or the long road home, or something like that. You'll know it down the bottom anyway. I didn't write it down, sorry, no. But the long way around, I think, is Nevis. And he's a horse that has been out of form, to be fair. Started off his career looking like he might be decent, but for one reason or another, he hasn't turned into the horse that I thought he was going to be. But he has a form around Market Rasen on heavy ground and off bottom weight, getting nearly 2 stone from the top weight. I think with likely ground conditions, I think, and coming back to Market Rasen as well, I think that might spark him. He should get his own way up front, and hopefully he leads down towards the last there before Rodetsky March takes over. So I'll just put up the forecast there. Rodetsky March to beat the long way around. I think that's never. Sorry, you'll know it anyway. It's the bottom horse in the race. 3:20 Market Rasen. 1 point straight forecast. And then, obviously, as I said earlier, I'm sticking with Pale Blue Dosh in the 3:30 at Navan. He was my selection last Friday when I was just covering the weekend. Obviously, I stuck the player Queen in there as well. So the player Queen done the business, and this might do it as well. Now it is 14-1 the place, but generally it's 8-1. Dennis Hogan went for a touch there tonight in Dundalk and just got touched off. Wouldn't be surprised if they went for another one on this horse. He loved the soft ground, as I said, and on his bumper form, he's thrown in. Now look, he could hate the conditions, could run a stinker. So I'll just go a point each way there and hope for the best. I'm nothing for the service tomorrow myself. Hopefully I should have something later on in the week. Just have to wait and see for the time being. But hope you had a good weekend, and hopefully we start off the week tomorrow now and get kicking again, So thanks very much for listening. It's Joe Value. If you don't mind, like and subscribe the old channel. Spread the word, because we do work very, very hard trying to supply you with the best selections. They don't always win, but we end up in front, all the time. Okay, it's Joe Value, Cold Bear Sports. Talk to you tomorrow. All the best. Good luck.